Good morning, guys. Day 3, Gen Con. And I'm kind of, I guess, a little ahead of the game. Today is actually day 3, but I'm really talking about yesterday, and yesterday was actually day 2 for me. So I kind of got it a little messed up. I guess day 1 would kind of be first day, and then day 1. I don't know, whatever. Um, Day 3, Gen Con. Well, really day 2, but the way I have it on here is going to be day 3. Yesterday we talked about really just OSHA, and I guess if you work, everybody know what OSHA is. Um, they just this a company designed for the protection of the employees, to make sure that we're safe, to make sure we have our hard hats, to make sure that we have wearing our glasses, make sure we have on those jackets, whatever those things are called, for safety. OSHA is all about safety. They were letting us know, and I kind of knew about OSHA because I've been working since I was like 14, so I know about OSHA. But they were telling us that they really don't come out unless someone's gonna die, basically. So, but it was a whole book about OSHA. So that's all we did yesterday, and he talked about a lot of safety stuff, machines, and different type of ways that you don't want to find yourself trapped between machines, and you don't want to have baggy clothes on. You kind of have to wear like kind of fit and stuff, and just safety. So that's what that was about yesterday, and it was so boring. Like, this class is starting to get on my nerves, and it's going by real slow. The good part is we do get fed, and they feed us really, really well. So word is on the street, though. Someone said that they're going to pay us or something at the end of the week. So if we get that, I'm good. Like, because right now at my job, I'm not getting paid anything because I tapped out on my vacation time and everything. So I'm basically just like jumping into this, just purely on my faith, just believing that something will come out of this, and knowing that I can do it. It's a lot for some people, and I know I'm not the only person. Yeah, it's really, really hard when you don't have much, support backing you at home or whatever the case may be. It's just, this is an industry that they just keep on moving. If something happens with you, they gonna keep on moving. The show don't stop, and that's any job. If something happens with you, they're not gonna shut the company down because Gina got this or Gina got that. They're gonna keep on moving, and the industry is still gonna continue to grow and go around. So, I mean, you got some of these contracting companies, multi-million-dollar companies, and they're paying us really well. They want us to be there. The thing about this job is, construction really, I guess they have laws and stuff. The hours are from 7 to 3. So I could literally have a job 2 hours away, either going north or south, like North Jersey, South Jersey, whatever, going north or down the shore, deep, like Ocean City, or I could have a job basically anywhere. So if I have a job in, I say, North Jersey and Newark, New Jersey, I know how to get there, but the job starts at 7. I need to leave my house like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, just for traffic and everything. Because if you get out there early, it's not a lot of traffic. If you get out there like 6 o'clock, you're going to get a lot of traffic. So get out there early, start your day early, deal with your family the way you need to deal with them, get all the help and stuff that you can get. If you're a single person coming into this, you need a lot of family help. Talk to people. You get paid so good that you could pay people to keep your kids, or pay people $50 a day to put your kid on the bus. That money ain't going to mean nothing because you're going to make so much of it, because there's so many hours out there. And some days you just don't work 8 hours. Some days you can work 16 hours. You can work 10 hours. It depends on the job. And we don't leave until the job is done. So we get paid weekly, so you could have a check $3,000 or $4,000 easy a week. So the money is good, but the layoffs can happen. But you know, when you get laid off, we do collect unemployment, and what we get paid the maximum unemployment. So that's good too. So they really, really take care of you really, really well. What else? The instructors are nice. I mean, they're men. It's all guys. It's a man-dominated industry. So if you're a woman coming into this, just have a thick skin for yourself, because you're going to hear all types of crazy stuff. You're going to hear men talking about their wives. You're going to hear men talking about their girlfriends. You're going to hear men talking about their kids. You're going to hear men cussing, fussing, everything. Because the directors that are training us, they cuss too. And they're cussing in class. So it's a male-dominated industry. If you're a woman coming into this, you have to really have some tough skin. Because if you don't, if you're sensitive to swearing and all that stuff, it ain't for you, because that's all these men do is curse. We get free lunch, and the lunch comes from like some kind of bakery, and it's good. But I'm like, every day eating this stuff is like hoagies and subs. It's like, I'm like, you can gain literally in these 2 weeks. You can gain 50 pounds by eating that crap. So whatever, I do it. It's only next week is my last week, and I'm looking forward to Friday. Because it's a lot. It's like being in college, like being in school. You got an instructor up there. And on top of that, the class is freezing. It's freezing, okay? It's fall time. We don't need AC on. But whatever. I think they do that on purpose to torture us and try to make us like, let me see who I can break. So I'm like, whatever. What else? So yeah, just ocean safety. They showed a lot of pictures of people getting sucked up into machines. They told us stories about men that died on the job. People get hit by cars, all types of stuff. It's very dangerous, but you have to be so safe. You have to be so careful in this industry, man. And you deal with the police, so don't have your stuff all messed up. Don't have warrants and all that crap. And because trust me, those cops are seeing who's who on that job site. They are. I mean, most of them are sitting in the car watching us do work. So, just know you're going to be around the police. It's basically, you're going to be around the state police, because I think they're the ones that do the road. I guess it depends on where you are. I'm heavy highway, so I'll be on the ground, out in the field, and you work in any kind of weather. Depends on what you have to do. I think the building trades, because at my union we have two. We have heavy highway, and they have another local, which is building trades. So building trades, they're laid off a lot in the winter because there's no work, because when the ground is frozen, you can't build. So you can't build on a foundation that's frozen. So, or raining, I think. If the foundation is frozen or muddy, they can't build. So they're laid off a lot. But the union is really good, because you can build yourself up throughout the years and become a teacher. I look at myself as, okay, I'm going out into the field. I'm going to get dirty. I'm going to get money. I don't care about none of that. And I'm a woman, but I don't care about none of that. Because the money is good. Who cares about, I got dirt on me. Like, if you don't want that, don't even come into it. Like, you have to be out there in the rain, the sleet, the hail, all of it. It's going to get cold out there. Hey, that's part of the job. But, you get your vacation. I have to get a sheet letting y'all know all the benefits specifically, because it's a lot. What else? Yeah, so the class is freezing in there. There's probably like 30 people in one class. Mostly men. I'm in a class with 2 other women. And I don't even sit next to them, actually. I sit next to guys. I sit in the front, and I'm sitting next to a whole bunch of dudes. But the guys are pretty nice. And they were like, being a woman, you don't have to do much. They ain't going to put you on a jackhammer. You know why? Because they're not risking you getting hurt and them having to pay the insurance. So they don't want to do that. They're not going to say, hey, Gina, come get on this jackhammer. Yeah, I don't think so. They're not going to put me on it. You know why? Because they're not going to risk me injuring myself, and they have to worry about workman's comp and all that crap. They don't want to pay that crap. They rather put a guy on there that's of weight And that's that. Because to be on a jackhammer, you have to be a certain weight. We are going to get trained on the jackhammer. That's just how it is. We're going to get trained on it. But as far as being out in the field, working with it, they ain't putting us on it first. So the men will help us. So that's just how they are. The women, they're going to help us. Especially if you're a woman and you're nice to the guys. And you're not like, bitchy and attitude-ish or whatever you want to call it. There's no need to be like that because, it's a billion men on the job. If you need help with something, they going to help you. If you got a flat tire, they going to help you. As long as it's not interfering with their job and them getting to work on time. You can carpool with people. There's a lot of guys that live down here by me. I'm not really carpooling with anybody. I probably get a couple of people's numbers, most of the women, because you never know what can happen with transportation or whatever. So you always want to be, have a good relationship with people, because if you don't nobody want to help you. You don't have a good relationship, ain't nobody going to help you. You got a nasty attitude, no one's going to help you. The men, when they like you, they'll do whatever for you if you're on this job as a woman. That's just how it is. The guys in the training speak to people every day, come in, good morning, everybody, because you don't want them to say, oh, she got a nasty attitude, because, people label you right away. So, and I want my label to be, hey, Gina's cool, she's nice, she's, let's help her out. She's cool. She's always been in my class. She was nice in my class, so let's help this sister. So, most of the guys are nice. It's mixed, a lot of white guys, black dudes, it's one white woman, and it's another black woman, and they're older than me, so. But when they like you, they help you with stuff. So, you don't want to be a bitch and, when you're on the job, you need a little help, and they're like, man, you got an attitude, I ain't helping you with nothing. So you don't want that to happen. And when you get on the job with these contractors, they were like, yeah, well, the contractors are assholes. Most of them are ignorant as hell. They don't even like us. But then we're going to be working on a job with other non-union contractors as well. So it's a whole bunch of people working this job, but some of them are non-union, and people that are union, they don't really care for us too much. We get the benefits. They're probably getting paid more money, but we get the benefits and all that stuff. So at the end of the day, we're making off better. They want the money right now. We get the money now, but we don't get all the money now. So they're already looking at us like, who the F are you? So you know how that could be. But yeah, man, I'm just ready for it to end. Today is my day 3. We're halfway through the week. It is hump day, and I'm happy and I'm glad. I got to figure something out for next week, for Monday and Tuesday with the kids, because their child care thing is closed. So I have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. Yeah, man. My union hires every 2 years. So they just did a hiring. I think they just said they hired about 200 to 300 people. And out of those 300 people, it's probably only going to be maybe 150 to 200 people that'll make it in the class, because they're not going to do any more Gen Con classes for a while. So the ground is not frozen yet, so, but they said this will be the last class for the winter, for like the late fall, early winter class. So I just wanted to come back and do some more on that. I was going to bring my book home, but being in that class for 8-9 hours, being inside a book and looking at a chalkboard and being freezing and looking at, they got lights all over the place. It's very bright in there, so I didn't feel like bringing the book home. Maybe I'll bring it home this weekend and look at it and talk about some stuff that's in the book. Apparently towards the end, I guess we're going to have to do a lot of testing and stuff like that. So I'm putting my notes down. I'm writing everything down. I'm trying to understand the craft, but a lot of stuff you're going to get when you're out in the field, actually being there, learning how to lay asphalt, learning how to do this, learning how to do that. It's a lot of work. Shovel digging, we're going to dig a lot of ditches and trenches and holes and all that stuff. They're going to train us with all that. I feel like I know how to use a shovel, but there's a thing to using a shovel. So if you use it wrong, you tear your back out, mess up your shoulder. That's not what you want to do. So when they are teaching us, we have to be there to listen and follow direction, and not go in there like you know it all. Yeah, I feel like in my heart I know how to use a shovel. The last time I used a shovel, have I ever dug a hole in life? No. Have I ever used a shovel? Yeah. Shovel out my car, shovel some snow. That's different. I mean, snow is heavy, so I don't know how much of a difference it is, but we're going to actually dig holes and dig trenches and stuff like that. Tear up pavements. You know, we got to get a call out. We got to do a roll pavement. We got to get those big sledgehammers and bang into the street. Most of the men will probably do most of that hard work, but I'm going to be doing a lot too. So, but they're going to put me on light duty. Light duty. And one of the guys was like, man, since you're a woman, man, you ain't going to have to do much. I'm like, well, that sounds good to me. That's why most of them don't like us. So, it's all good, though. Most of the guys are cool. But, that's it, man. I'm going to get this uploaded. I'm tired. I want to go back to bed, but I get up every day at 3 o'clock in the morning. 3 o'clock, well, today I got up around almost 3:30, but yeah, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it in the end. All the stuff I've been through these last 2 years, because it's been exactly 2 years that I've been waiting for them to call us back. And they're like, yo, you guys are lucky because y'all the last group and we called you because there's work. There's work. He said there's work, but you probably won't really be doing nothing until after the holidays are over. So, you know, it's good to take advice from people, but sometimes you get it from the source. If you want to know an answer to a question as far as the union, call up the teachers and stuff. Sometimes don't take advice from people too much, because if you want to know something, ask the teachers, because they'll give you a straight answer. They're not going to lie. I'm not saying that a person will lie, but just get a better detailed answer from the instructor, because they'll tell you a better answer probably than what you'll get. A lot of the time you ask questions, you'll get a lot of opinions from people of maybe their experience or what they believe or whatever. So being a new person in this, just ask the instructor. Whatever questions you have, ask your teacher, ask the instructor. There's a lot of men there that are in high positions that you can call, ask them if you need something. Try not to get too much answers from people that are out working. Get a better straight answer from a teacher. That's just my opinion. Don't go off of what people are saying. Go by what they tell you, and then sit and wait for your phone call. This business, you have to sit and wait for a phone call. When they call you and say, look, Jeannie, your job is going to be in Patterson or Plainfield, New Jersey, which is up North Jersey. Be there. This is the site. They give you the address. Boom. Everything else is on you. Get there on time. To be there on time. They're expecting us to be there at 7. Be there a little bit early. Come at 6:45, 6:30. You know, they want you to be dressed and ready to work. And that's just how it is. And if you're not sufficient, they're going to lay you off. They're going to say, well, we don't need you tomorrow. So that's just how it is. No hard feelings, but it's a business and it's a job. And they pay us really, really well for us to do good work. And they're not going to pay you for nothing. I'm not going to pay you to do nothing. If you're doing a job for me, I'm not going to pay you to just sit there and look cute. They're not doing that crap. So being a woman, we're going to have to work and stand for, you can stand for 10 hours, 12 hours, 13 hours a day. They're paying you for it. When you see your check, $2,000-$3,000 a week. Okay? But I'm going to go. I got to upload this. Uploading can be hard. Yeah, y'all. Just pray for me. Keep me in prayer. It's getting a little rough, you know. We're not really doing too much hands-on stuff, but I'm sick of the class. I don't like sitting. If I want to, I like being actively doing something, hopefully. But y'all be blessed. Hopefully tomorrow morning, every morning I want to come and talk about my experience in my class the day before. So, yeah. I don't know about other unions, but union that I'm a part of, they only hire every 2 years. So, be blessed, guys. I'll see you later.